Hello all, Nick here, aka the Unlucky Tug. I don't usually make videos like this where I show my face and don't really show my face that often, but considering the situation that we're in right now, I think it's important. So, in case you're one of the few people who don't know what's happened recently, um, the Unlucky Tug, my main channel, was terminated on Thursday of last week, March 16th. And I want to make this video just to explain everything that I know so far and just get all the information out there so there's no misconceptions of what's going on. And just to be transparent with all my followers so everyone's in the know of what is happening. So, what happened? The long story short is that Unlucky Tug was terminated because it shared an email address with a couple other channels that I made a long time ago that were removed for copyright. That's the short version. The two channels were Thomas et ses Amis Classique, which was a channel I made to just dump all of the known French dubs of classic Thomas episodes. Just to be like a dumping ground for everything that we had collectively regarding the French dub. And the second channel was the same thing for the Japanese dub. And that channel was called Thomas and Friends Classic Episodes. Whatever the Japanese translation of that is. Both channels were up with no issue. I believe I made both of them in 2018. So they're about 5 years old now. Or we're about 5 years old. And I should point out that neither channel was monetized. I never applied for monetization on either of them. I made no money. Nothing. Legally, I am not in the right if I did that. I do not own Thomas episodes, obviously. So making money was never the intention. I should also mention that every time an episode was uploaded to either of those channels, they were copyright claimed. Still viewable to the public, but Mattel claimed them, and they were making all revenue that those videos were generating. Rightfully, as they should. And I didn't have an issue with that. I really just made them just to get those dubs out there, so people who were curious about the French dub or the Japanese dub had a place to watch those. So that's all fine and dandy. We've gone 5 years with no issues. Everyone's happy. Until recently, of the last couple weeks, Mattel has been sweeping Thomas content off YouTube. Removing episodes, VHS rips, whole channels that have just Thomas content on them. So, naturally, they came for those two channels. And I even received the email that said, and this was specifically for the Japanese channel, that I got the 3 copyright strikes, and that the channel would be taken down. So I didn't stress about it because I thought, oh well, like I legally don't own anything on those channels. So if Mattel wants to take them down, take them down. Like, I don't own them anyway. Worst comes to worst, I can upload all the episodes to a Drive folder if people want them. Not the worst situation in the world. What I didn't know, and what was not communicated with me, was the extreme ramifications of what happens when a channel is removed from YouTube. I don't know if this is a new policy on Google's part or what, but Mattel took down those channels, and in retaliation, YouTube locked me out of all my YouTube channels associated with that same email address. This included the Unlucky Tug, this included the Lucky Tug, my personal Nick channel that I use sometimes, everything. Everything associated with that email address that I made to create all those channels was like banned from YouTube, basically. This was Thursday morning, March 16th. Unlucky Tug was still up. I'm unaffected, 0 copyright strikes, but I just couldn't log into the account. So, of course, I panicked, and there was a lot of emotions rushing through me at that point. But after some digging, I found out I was able to switch the primary owner of the brand account for that channel. So that's what I did. I made a brand new Google account. I went into the brand account for Unlucky Tug, switched it over to the new account, and I thought I was safe. I was able to upload it, or I was able to log in to Unlucky Tug at that point. Basically able to do everything the same. However, that didn't solve the issue. Because at 10:30 that night, I got that fateful email. Your channel, The Unlucky Tug, has been removed from YouTube. And it must have been a bot that did it, because all my channels, Lucky Tug, Personal Nick 1, all swiped at the exact same time. And at 10:30 at night. So it had to have been a bot. So quite a lot of emotions I had in that moment. A lot of fear, a lot of anger. Some tears were shed. It was not a fun time. So what did I do? I filed an appeal using the form that was emailed to me. And the next day, I spent the entire day just sitting on Google's live chat trying to get somewhere regarding this. Thankfully, I'm talking to an actual human now, and I'm conversing with him through email, not a live chat, so that's nice. I'm hoping that'll go somewhere. But from what I've discovered through all of this is Google was not communicative about any of what was about to happen. All the people I've talked to on live chat, including this person I'm emailing right now, keeps pointing to the original email that I got regarding the 3 copyright strikes on that Japanese channel. I have that email saved, and nowhere on the email does it say that your Google account, as in your entire account with all channels associated with it, will be deleted or disabled. Nowhere does it mention that there's a 7-day grace period for you to take action before they remove everything. It's just a lot of lack of communication on Google's part, and I'm hoping that will help my case. So, at the moment, I don't really know what's going to happen, and I think that's the scariest part, is just the waiting and the not knowing. At this point in time, I don't know if Unlucky Tug will ever be fully restored, but it also could be. So it's purgatory, basically. So I'm currently just waiting. I'm talking with this guy through email, trying to get somewhere, and yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only update I have regarding the main channel. When something happens, I will, of course, let you all know, but it seems like a bit of an uphill battle at this point. So, what happens now? Am I done? Is Unlucky Tug gone forever? Are all those videos gone forever? What? The short answer for that is no, of course not. Thankfully, I have saved most of the videos that I've made since my comeback to YouTube. There's a couple I was missing, but I had most of them saved, most of the working files. So, those videos aren't gone. And some very, very helpful people have actually saved a lot of my videos too. So that's great. WTL Network made an entire archive of all my old content prior to the comeback in 2020. Train Inspector 11 G2 made an entire archive of all the new content, and both of those have been extremely helpful. Thank you, both of you, for doing that. There were videos in both those folders that I didn't have saved, so everything is saved. So I think the best course of action to do right now, until I know what's happening with the main channel, is, well, make a new channel, basically. Start from scratch. So I made a new channel. That's the one you're watching this video on right now. And over the next few days, I'm just going to start uploading all the videos again. I don't know if I'll upload the stuff prior to the 2020 comeback. I don't know if there's a demand for that stuff, but everything like the Big World Big Adventures review video onwards will definitely be back. And I'll start working on that now. If the main channel does come back, then I'll just delete this channel and we'll go back to that one like nothing happened. If I don't get the main channel back, then I guess we will just start from scratch on this one. That sucks. I'm not happy about that. We lose all of the history and all of the subs, but at least it's not completely over, right? So I do very much love what I do. I love being a content creator. I love making videos about trains and Thomas, all of that. It's my passion. It feels like my calling in life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. YouTube can't take that away from me. They can take down my channel, but I can always come back. And I'm going to keep working at it because it's what I love. It's my drive. Most people would be like, well, this is it. Your channel's gone. Time to go get a job in the outside world. I've had that before. I've worked in an office before. It's not for me. I don't like working with clients. I don't like that. I don't like the 9-to-5 schedule. So, if I can keep doing this, I will. Even if it's an uphill battle. So, starting from scratch, this is the new channel. Subscribe. If you really want to help, the best thing you can do is tell your friends. Tell Reddit, tell Facebook, tell everyone to refer to this video and this channel and to subscribe for updates on the whole situation and just everything. I seriously want to give a big thank you to just everyone that has been showing their support since this happened. Twitter has been amazing. The response and the support I've been getting is astounding. That original post that the channel's been taken down is my most liked tweet of all time. So that's really heartwarming. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And also just all my patrons too. I've not lost any patrons since this happened, and that means a lot. It's just, in fact, I've gained more patrons since this happened. Just people wanted to show their support in a hard time, and that means a lot. It really does. Thank you all. I have a truly great fan following, and I couldn't have asked for better people. So that's all I have. If something happens and the main channel comes back, of course you'll all know. I'll let everyone know. So yeah. I guess we wait and see what happens.